I call it controlled chaos. This studio, there's so much in it. The handwritten notes from interviews and conversations where you jot down little things to say, hey, you need to go in there and you need to edit that. Make sure you clean it up. My wife's wings. Yeah, she wore some wings to a New Year's Eve party back in the 1990s, and those wings are right here on the wall. I treat it like a masterpiece. It was a brilliant moment in our life together, and I never wanted her to do anything but let me have these wings because it captures the mode and mood of that particular night. I've got a Coup Stick over here to my right, and the Coup Stick was handmade for me, and it's something that is so extremely special to my soul. As I was talking with James Purejoy today, I said, a Coup Stick, it gives you a chance to enjoy peace rather than destruction. Play the game of Coup and understand what I'm talking about. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I need all of this chaotic chaos to happen in order for me to write. A cold cup of coffee to my left. I could write pages on that, on what the flavor is and the grounds of the coffee, because I like to press my coffee, and in my coffee cup, I like to taste those coffee grounds. What? I know. A sick fool I am. Controlled chaos. This is The Daily Mess. I've always been inspired by a shadow. Even while writing, the shadow sits with me. It's the rising of a new sun. The light always hits my page just right. And I stop. I study the shadow. And I have taken multiple photos of my hand with its shadow holding that writing instrument. It just proves I'm never alone. I love my shadow. I do wonder, though, what is my shadow's world like? You know, like the image in the mirror. If but for a moment, we could step into the presence of the image in the mirror or just step into the lifestyle of your shadow, what would we feel? You know, my heart just told me that for that shadow and for that image in the mirror to exist, you're not living in the right now anymore. You're living in the past. A reflection is the past. By the time your mind has seen that image, it's already happened. You're living in the past. And although it might be only seconds before your mind says, whoa, there you are, you're still living in the past. Is that really where we want to live? So I stand in this place where this shadow exists, and I know that when I use the restroom, I will look at my hair in the mirror, because that's what I do. I love my hair. Are we not living in an echo? Where would you like to be? How would you like to get there? Does it even exist? Will it exist? Would you like to go to an Elon Musk delivered Mars? Would you like to go back into the past, the 1950s, 60s, or 70s, or even further back, maybe to the 1800s, 1700s? The innocence of that time period, but were they really innocent? If you had the power to be anywhere, would you be in love with that moment, or would it be just another adventure? And then when you got back, you'd be disappointed because it's like, man, I don't want to leave this place, because that's how I feel when I go RVing. 3-4 days out there, and it's like we're packing up and I'm going, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go back to that world. There's no, I don't want to go. I have to. Where would you like to be? How would you like to get there? The craziest thing about life is that life happens really super fast. And in that moment of now, we're usually going, why didn't I do it? That's why we should give ourselves permission to say yes. To give yourself that angle in life that says, you know what? If I fail, it's going to be forward. And if I don't have that victory in my name, you know what? Maybe somebody will be inspired by my tripping and my stumbling, that maybe they'll go on to do something. While talking with Holly Knight today, she has written so many great rock records over the years. I said, why can't you put this book in the hands of music teachers? And the reason why, those high school students need to read the story. They don't need to go to Alexa. They don't need to go to some streaming website to hear their favorite song in that moment of now. They need to understand that before that song took place, there was a writer. And the reason why I bring that up is because I know for a fact there are young adults and even older adults that are stuffed into their homes, and they don't know what to do with their musical instruments. They'll play, They got the passion, they got the desire, but they don't know how to take the right step. I'm Errol, and that's the Daily Mess.